Hi everyone, I'm Dr. James Matthew. Welcome to my channel, SciVision. Today I'm going to discuss a new topic called operant conditioning. It's a conditioning theory. And in the behavioralism stream in the psychology, there are two main theories that are very imminent that we must know. One is classical conditioning, that is introduced or propagated by Ivan Pavlov. I have already made a video on that. I think very few people have watched it. So if you have not watched it, please watch it. And there are a lot many theories that have evolved from and highly applicable in understanding human and animal behavior. You can watch that. And this is a second theory, operant conditioning. These two are called conditioning theories in psychology. So what is operant conditioning theory? Before going into explaining what is operant conditioning theory, we must know a bit of history of it, because B.F. Skinner and J.B. Watson, all these people were working with classical conditioning, and Skinner felt that classical conditioning theory is very narrowed. Okay, it does not explain human and animal complex behaviors. Simple behavior is fine, but complex behavior is not explained in that theory. So they thought they must further go with experiments, and there came the importance of the theory law of effect by Thorndike. And B.F. Skinner is actually inspired from that theory. Okay, every time we speak about no copy but inspiration. Okay, so he is inspired from the theory law of effect. What is Thorndike's law of effect? Because as he said, every behavior, if it yields positive result, that behavior will occur again. If that behavior yields negative result, the chances of this behavior occurrence will be less or almost no. Okay, that is what that means. The effect result decides whether the behavior will occur again or not. That is a simple law and effect theory. Like Ivan Pavlov, B.F. Skinner did not go with the dogs. I don't know, he had some problem with the dogs or not, but his interest was with the rats and pigeons. So Skinner was in childhood, he was very creative. He was doing some carpentry works and all things, and he was well skilled in that. And maybe because of that, he made a small box, and it's fully covered, and he can observe the rat from outside, and he put a rat inside. Okay, and covered it, and inside the cage there was a small lever, bright like lever, not that tight. Okay, because the rat has to press it down. It's a small lever type. It's very flexible, and that is fixed there. And he has found, okay, every time the rat moved up and down, and accidentally it went and pressed that lever, ting, one small pellet fell down just near to that lever. Okay, that is a food pellet, like a pedigree type, that dry food, one dry food has fallen down there. And the rat is, yes, he went and ate, he liked it, and he was very happy, but he didn't know how it would come. Okay, and it moved up and down, and accidentally went and pressed the lever again. Then came another one, he ate. And after few rotations, this chap understood this pressing of the lever gives me pellet. Okay, so here the theory starts. The behavior, pressing the lever is the behavior. The result is food pellet falling down. So food pellet falling down is a positive thing for this particular rat. So since it is positive, he keep on pressing it. Every time press, he gets the reinforcer, the food pellet. So the pressing behavior, liver pressing behavior in the rat increased. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is that the same rat, he introduced some electricity in the cage. Okay, maybe an electronic stimulation. That's what Ivan Pavlov also did with his dog. I don't know, they have something common to with I don't know whether they were initially electricians transformed to psychologists. So here also he introduced as minor voltage of electricity, some electronic stimulation we can say, otherwise the rat will die. And this rat became panic and it went up and down, and he found another lever there. Okay, accidentally he went and pressed it, electricity cut off. But he didn't know, because why pressed the lever, electricity cut off. Again, next time, electricity. He ran up and down, went and pressed it, electricity cut off. That means he was able to manage the electricity, whether it should be there or not. So, pressing that particular lever by the rat, that behavior is increased because he was able to avoid electricity which the rat didn't want in his life. So in order to avoid the electricity, whenever he got the indication, rat went and pressed the lever. No, I don't want. Okay, that pressing behavior again increased. That is what his experiment is. Out of this experiment started all this operant conditioning theory. It's very wide. Now let's see what is actually this operant conditioning theory is. Theory says every organism tend to repeat a behavior that yields positive outcome, or repeat behavior avoiding a particular negative outcome. So that is in short this theory is. Okay, I know this won't be enough. Okay, in order to explain more about it, let me talk about a reinforcement. So this is what the theory is. Now let me give you some examples. If a child is singing very well in front of a public, and the public gives big applause, and the child is very happy about it because child wants that response, and the child is very happy. Do you think next time when in the midst of people the child will not sing? He will sing. He will be more interested to sing because he likes it. Last experience, the outcome was positive, so he will sing again. Okay, and on the other hand, he sang very well and people, oh, where is that dog howling? This kind of negative comments. This child felt very put down. Okay, his self-esteem went down. Do you think in another crowd he will sing? He will not. He will be fearing. Okay, he will avoid singing because of fearing this kind of comments. Just an example, just think someone in the group cracked a joke and everybody laughed. Oh man, you are awesome. Okay, all this appreciation, and he liked it. Okay, next gathering with other people, it's a high possibility he will crack the joke again or another joke, definitely. Some people, their main behavior is, out of anger. Okay, they will deal with you in anger mode because many times they have benefited from it. Because if there is a small conflict, what man, you go, all this kind of rough and tough behavior. So most of the people, when they face okay uncle, that is what they want. So they gain from it. So they are that getting angry behavior, their facial, or all these things there is a chance it will be repeated. It will be repeated because he is benefited from that. Second thing is that we donate money to church, temples and mosques and all things. In a festival ceremony, I don't know the exact thing. In festival ceremony, they will announce it loudly. Okay, this particular person from this particular family from this particular place has donated the church. Okay, and in the big crowd, my name is announced. Yes, very good. So it is a reinforcement for me. So everybody looks at me. Yeah, I am. So that is a reinforcement. The church is utilizing you. Okay, your psychology is being utilized. So some church, some places, I talk about a church because since I am a Christian, I can talk about church. If I talk about some other religion, there will be some religious issues. So let me leave it. So in church, some churches, they will also talk about, this so and so, he has donated 20,000. Okay, and this person from this family has donated 50,000. Okay, I have 50,000. So why it is done, in publicly? So if you are giving to God, let it be to God. Why it's announcing? That's the psychology. Okay, so every time, I should be in the top. A competition is being made. So that kind of reinforcement is there. So there is a high chance next time The next year, I will donate more because my name should be first. Okay, that is called reinforcement pattern. It was B.F. Skinner who introduced the term reinforcement first time in psychology. And when we deal with operant conditioning, we will hear this particular term reinforcement and punishment everywhere. Without it, no, everywhere it is used. What is reinforcement? Reinforcement is either adding or removing of a stimuli to strengthen a particular behavior. Okay, I don't know whether you understood it well. Let me repeat once again. Adding or removing a particular stimuli to strengthen a particular behavior. So before going that, we have explained, Skinner has explained, talked about primary reinforcer and secondary reinforcers. What is primary reinforcer? My hunger, that is primary reinforcer. It is inborn, man. Every time I need something to deal with my hunger. And when I am hungry, if you are giving me 1 kg of gold, some big shelf full of money in front of me, I don't want, I want food. Okay? For the hunger, food is the reinforcer, not money. Second, I am feeling so thirsty. I want at least 1 drop of water. And you are bringing me, load of money, so, power, you can become the prime minister. No, I want 1 drop of water first. Okay? For the thirst, water is the reinforcer. Okay, and money is the secondary reinforcer. And the term itself, secondary is it is working for the first, primary. That is why it is secondary. So secondary reinforcers can be money. If I have money, I cannot eat, but I can purchase food for eating, and I can purchase things to cook and eat. I can purchase water. Okay, gold, I cannot eat gold, but I can give the gold and make cash, and with the cash I can purchase food. Okay, they are all secondary reinforcers. Now another important thing that we must keep in that, for a particular person, one reinforcement, one particular stimuli has been a reinforcement. It doesn't mean every time it will be reinforcement. For example, I love biryani. By just getting the smell about it, I get mad. Okay, that extent I love it, and that is a reinforcement for me. But just imagine I am having fever, high temperature, and I am so collapsed. I have vomited multiple times, and I am so tired. And my friend is coming with my favorite biryani in a very nice bowl. Look, man, your favorite biryani. What biryani? I don't want to take it away. Okay, because why? Because by seeing that I feel uneasiness. That is not reinforcement for me that time. Okay, which means reinforcement can change every time, person to person also. Because if biryani is reinforcement for me or reinforcer for me, maybe normal thali food, rice and some, curd rice and all things, that will be reinforcer for somebody else. So one thing is not there, reinforcer for everybody, every time. When we talk about the operant conditioning, there are 2 pillars to be talked about. It's a house, imagine, and the main 2 pillars. And these 2 pillars, one is reinforcement, another one is punishment. Okay. Now, let's talk about the reinforcement. In this pillar can be divided into 2. Positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement. What is positive reinforcement? A child is doing a good performance in the class. She has come to class with all homework assignments done properly, and the teacher likes very much. And come here, come with your book. And teacher makes a beautiful ice cream picture, and he is very happy. And see, my ice cream, did you see? Okay. And another child comes and she gets a few stars. Oh, you got ice cream, I got stars. All this kind of things. So they love it. And if they are given some 8 mark out of 10, they will not like it, because they have no meaning for 8. What is 8? So for a small children, that will work. But if it is a bigger child, my daughter, she comes back from school after getting a result, a good mark. I take, yeah, very good, you are done, wonderful. Okay, today let's go for a movie. We'll have dinner outside. That is actually a reinforcement for her. That is a positive reinforcement. Just imagine in a business, in a mall, staff is there, okay, sales executive. He's selling so many products. If somebody is coming to purchase a bathing shop and only one thing she wanted, but he has showed the cloth washing shop, the that shop soap, and just explained this particular washing soap is first in India. This is a new company. Its fragrance is very high. Out of his this skill, he made that particular customer to purchase that also, and out of his skill he has made the purchasing more, and the sale outcome is high, and the manager likes, okay, this particular person is good, he has got a skill, so he should be encouraged. What to do? Your incentives is increased. Then he has worked hard and you got the high incentives. So what will you do tomorrow? Since he liked the incentives, he will work more hard tomorrow. If today he has made his customers to purchase for 50 lakh, tomorrow he will try to make the customers purchase for 60 lakh. Okay, 10 lakh extra. So that way his behavior is increased. And nowadays lot many business runs in the internet. We have business profiles in the internet, Google and all, and every time we go to a mall or any other places, once we come back, on the way we get a message: sir, do you like our customer service? If you like, please put a star, don't forget. Okay, either a call or a message, you will get it. Why? Getting more stars, getting more positive rewards, reviews, that will have more people to look at it, okay, and they will have more sale on it. What is negative reinforcement? Negative reinforcement is that the organism try to avoid certain negatives, and that avoiding behavior is strengthened. For example, there is a highway, and there is a state highway, national highway. We know in India, we have in the highways, very few places we have some shades and all. And for two-wheelers, it is very difficult to go in the summer and all. They fully burn it, okay. And what he does is he takes a road through countryside. And countryside, there are a lot many shades, and it's very comfortable. Maybe it will take you 2-3 kilometers extra, but he doesn't mind. In India, we know the fuel price, but still he likes it because he avoids that sun burn. Okay, that is what. So traveling to his office through the countryside, that behavior is strengthened because he is avoiding the sunburn. Another thing is that bank loan. Many of us, the middle class people, we talk about we take loans, and we don't get much loans initially. Bank is very difficult to provide us loan, and whatever the small loan we get, we even if in the midnight, we are waking up from the dream and asking how much loan you have to pay and at what is the deadline, we will say immediately, because it is always in the mind. We pay it timely, without interest we try to pay it, because interest, double interest, triple interest, all these things. And if you don't pay, our land will go, our house will go, all these things are there. In order to avoid, we don't like our house going, we don't like to pay extra. In order to avoid that, our behavior to pay timely is increased. Another thing is that anger mood. Some people, you will find that have put the anger mood. Yes, that kind of mood. Why it is that? Because, in fact, these people are very sweet, very simple and very touchy. Okay, they cannot smile at people. They think that if I smile, they will sit on my head. Okay, and they have experience because they are not able to say no. They are not able to fight with others. They don't get words while talking. And what the best way to do is that they make a shade. No, don't come. I am dangerous. That kind of attitude. So because of that, many people, people can you give me a 10,000? I will give you in the evening. Who will say? Who will go and ask this person? Okay. So he escapes from that kind of behavior from people. Okay, that kind of stimuli he is able to escape from. That is why this anger put up is increased. Some people, the sales representatives, especially people working on target, their behavior sometimes, if you are analyzing, they can be very cruel. They can bluff people. They can go to any extent at times. The thing is that they are being made in that. Why it is being made? Because they have to fulfill the target. Otherwise, they will be fired from the job. They don't want to be fired from the job, because being fired from the job is something that they don't like. Okay, so what to do? To avoid that one, they make the target the best friend, calling him and introducing this project. This is what, if you are investing 10,000 today, just after a month you are going to get 50,000. Man, this person innately know that nothing is going to happen, that 10,000 also will be lost, but he will make it trap such a way, because he values his job, and he doesn't want to lose that. In order to avoid that, he makes simple fraud kind of things, and later that behavior is increased, and maybe in the initially even small lie, and that lie becomes a double, triple, 4 times, and he will be even ready to kill somebody to save his job. So that kind of behavior is learned. That is what the corporate culture that we are seeing today. Now let's talk about, this is a reinforcement pillar, positive, negative. Now punishment pillar. Let us see. Punishment also have got positive, negative. Now many people think punishment is punishment. Don't call it positive. Okay, I don't call it, but B.F. Skinner call it positive. Why it is? It is not because of it is positive. It is just because adding is positive. In the reinforcement also, adding something. I sang well. Good. That is adding extra. That is positive. Here, I killed someone. I was put in jail. Punishment. Adding. Putting in. That is adding. Okay. Adding something is positive. Removing, avoiding, that is negative. So let us see what is positive punishment. We have lot of examples of punishment, and everybody knows what is punishment. I don't have to say many examples, because when I speak about punishment, it is positive punishment that first runs into our mind. As I said, I murdered somebody. I was put in jail. Punishment. I was late to class. Teacher asked me to stand in the door for 1 hour until the bell rings. Be there. Punishment. My staff, he misbehaved with my customer. Fired. Punishment. I did not pay my electricity bill. Person came and removed the fuse. Punishment. I drew my car. I was not wearing seat belt. Bill came to my home to pay 500 or 1000 rupees. Punishment. Now let us see what is negative punishment. Negative punishment is something that something we enjoy is taken away. Snatching, that is called a negative punishment. For example, I have been driving and I make lot of traffic violations. Many times I am fined for not putting the seat belt, not putting the helmet while I am driving a two-wheeler, and harsh driving, overspeeding, all these things. Finally, the motor vehicle department decided to suspend my license for 6 months. It means my movability is restricted. I cannot drive. If I am caught driving with a suspended license, I have to pay a huge amount. Okay, or I may even go to jail. So something, a license which I was enjoying, is taken away from me for 6 months. Okay, that is, so what I do, in order not to lose my driving license, I behave well. I put the seat belt, I put the helmet, I am very careful about all the signboards of maximum speed. My daughter came back from school and she got the mark for the term exam, and she got a big egg. Totally lost. He came and she was telling me I failed in all subjects. Very good. I cut the cable connection. I removed all the switches and cables of my computer. No video game, no cartoon, nothing. Come with a good mark in the next term, will think about it. Something I have taken away. That is what a negative punishment. Okay, this is what operant conditioning. Now you will be thinking that all our behaviors, in the society, at home, in the office, all these things we can view better in this particular framework. Okay, in everything is not everything, I don't say, because there are lot many other theories also. Why we have lot many theories in psychology? Because our behaviors are complex and more complex. Okay, so every theory cannot explain all theory or all behaviors. Okay, some theories will explain some behaviors and other behaviors will be explained by other theories. We'll talk about more theories later. And thank you very much for watching this video. And in this particular operant conditioning, there are schedules of reinforcement in the corporate sectors and even in the society, in the government sector, how it is managed, and how we can view it in a better way from the psychological perspective. I will make another video about it in a better way, and it will be too lengthy to add in this. Okay, so thank you once again for watching this video. If you like this video, press it, subscribe it. That is a reinforcement for me, and I will make it better. I will make more videos. Thank you very much. We will see you in the next video. Bye bye.